6:45 a.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Lal Malvarachi and read by Mario Vijayawardena. The headlines. State Minister Cabral says that prompt policy support by the government and the central bank enabled Sri Lanka to contain the unfavourable effects of COVID-19 to a great extent. 257 new cases of COVID-19 reported yesterday, increasing the total count to 10,663. The Prime Minister requests the Mahasangha to chant the Ratana Sutra in all the viharayas in the island to invoke blessings in the face of the COVID-19 virus. Dry ration packages for families under quarantine in several districts. The Irrigation Department informs the farmers to use irrigational water sparingly. The second wave is considered to be a result of a virus strain more contagious than the detected first in Sri Lanka. State Minister of Money and Capital Markets and State Enterprise Reforms, Ajith Nivad Cabral, says that all countries, including Sri Lanka, observed a contraction in economic activity, reduction in foreign exchange earnings, a decrease in revenue collection, and increase in health and welfare-related expenditure with the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the prompt and measured policy support provided by the government and the central bank enabled Sri Lanka to contain the unfavourable effects of COVID-19 to a great extent and return the economy to a near normalcy by mid-May 2020. The recent detection of a new COVID-19 cluster is now being decisively addressed by the government, and this wave is also expected to be short-lived. Accordingly, the expansion of the fiscal deficit and the increase in debt levels in 2020 should not be generalized as a prolonged debt distress, but rather as a one-off deviation from the clear fiscal consolidation path that has been well articulated in the new government's policy framework. The new government has been able to address the uncertainties in the political and policy spheres from 2015 to 2019. Consequently, Sri Lanka has been able to address public health concerns swiftly as well as take difficult economic decisions with greater confidence. The Department of Government Information confirms that 257 more persons linked to the Minuwangoda-Palliagoda cluster tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday. Thereby, the total number of COVID-19 infections registered from the Minuwangoda-Palliagoda cluster reached 7,185. With the new development, Sri Lanka has confirmed 10,663 novel coronavirus infections to date. According to the Health Ministry's data, 4,399 of the confirmed patients have made complete recoveries from the virus. The epidemiology unit says 6,244 active cases are still receiving medical treatment at select hospitals across the island. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa requests the Mahasangha to chant the Ratana Sutra in all the viharayas in the island to invoke blessings in the face of the COVID-19 virus. He said not only in Sri Lanka but the whole world is facing a severe crisis situation. The chanting of the Ratana Sutra has already begun in several viharayas to bless all the people in the world for their safety. Army Commander Lieutenant General Shavendra Silva says that the quarantine curfew implemented in the Western Province will be removed after considering the spread of the COVID-19 virus. The curfew imposed on the 29th of midnight will be removed at 5 a.m. tomorrow. The Army Commander requests the public to strictly adhere to the COVID-19 health guidelines even when the curfew is lifted. The media spokesman of the Health Ministry, Dr. Jairawan Bandara, says that the people will have to face severe consequences unless they follow the COVID-19 health guidelines. The people must respect the quarantine law and ensure safe health practices are followed. He reiterates that every citizen must have the intent of not getting the virus. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus, the best option.
The District Secretary of Colombo, Pradeep Yasaratna, says 6,025 families under quarantine in the district will be provided with a dry ration package worth 10,000 rupees. This will be given in 2 installments. The Gampaha District Secretary Sunil Jailat says that 6,807 families in the Gampaha district will receive the said package too. The number of families receiving this package in the Kalutara district is 2,245. The district secretary of Kagalla, Mahinda Balasuriya, told the SLBC that 1,248 families in the district are entitled to this package. The Irrigation Department has informed the farmers to use irrigational water sparingly. The water capacity in reservoirs remains at a level of 38%. It is adequate for the cultivation activities, drinking and other consumer needs for the coming months. However, the department requests the farmers to follow the water resource methods instructed by the irrigational engineers and field officers. The State Minister, Kanchana Vijayasekara, says that a grace period will be given to the fishermen who have taken loans to pay their dues. The Ministry of Fisheries has already allocated 300 million rupees for this purpose. A working capital loan will also be provided to the fisherfolk who are engaged in the production of dry fish and Maldive fish. All the fish outlets and stalls will be sanitized and they are expected to open next week. A special felicitation program to mark the 42nd death anniversary of veteran artist Rukmani Devi will be broadcast today at 10 a.m. on the commercial service of the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation on 94.3 and 94.5 FM. Memorable melodies of the artist will be aired over the national service with a revisiting of her illustrious career and memories as an artist. That's local news.
Shri, what do you know about Motor Plus?
Motor Plus operating system is 100% accurate and convenient. They settle claims fast with less documentation.
Tell me more.
They also have cashless claim settlement options.
Anything else?
With the Motor Plus app, you can report accidents and access value-added services from your mobile.
Your motor insurance is now at your fingertips. Sri Lanka Insurance Motor Plus, the best option.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddha Lepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddha Lepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddha Lepa Veda Mahatmya.
A new study by scientists of the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura reveals that the COVID-19 virus that has infected over 7,000 people up to now is similar to that in Europe. This rules out that the new cluster originated from India. The second wave of infections, with the first patient detected in a Brandix facility in Minuangada earlier this month, is considered to be a result of a virus strain more contagious than that detected earlier. Since then, the number of COVID-19 patients has passed 10,000. The World Health Organization funded Sri Jayawardhanapura University study presented to the Ministry of Health yesterday found that the strain that had infected many in the country, including the Minuangada, Paliagoda and Colombo municipality clusters, shares a common origin. The Vice Chancellor of the Sri Jayawardhanapura University, Senior Professor Sudanta Liyanage, said, unlike the COVID-19 outbreak in March, which was due to several SARS-CoV-2 virus strains, the current outbreak is due to one strain, which has the mutation associated with high transmissibility. He says the new strain is similar to that in Europe. The Secretary of the Ministry of Health, Major General Dr. Sanjeev Munasinghe, said that the research conducted by Professor Neelika Malavige and her team had revealed that the present virus is a different strain to that of the virus in patients in the Kandakadu and Navy clusters reported previously.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddha Lepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddha Lepa.
And now in Watchlight, the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation says select fuel stations in the Western Province will remain open for essential services during the curfew period. Thereby, 62 fuel stations in the Colombo district, 68 in the Gampaha district and 27 in the Kaluthara district will be open for services. More details on the select fuel stations can be obtained from the official website of the CPC, www.saypetco.lk. That was Watchlight, and now in world news headlines. The UK Prime Minister announces 4-week England lockdown. Hungary and Poland see record corona cases. The Philippines hit by year's most powerful storm. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has announced a second national lockdown for England to prevent a medical and moral disaster for the NHS. He said Christmas may be very different, but he hoped taking action now would mean families can gather. Pubs, restaurants and gyms and non-essential shops will have to close for 4 weeks from Thursday, he said. But unlike the restrictions in spring, schools, colleges and universities can stay open. Hungary and Poland are the latest countries to see record daily coronavirus cases as Europe grapples with a second wave. Poland saw new cases jump by 21,897 yesterday, and Hungary saw a record daily increase of 3,908. Meanwhile, Austria's Chancellor announced new lockdown measures, including a curfew from 8 to 6. Slovakia is testing everyone over the age of 10 to try to stop the spread of the disease there. Typhoon Goni, the most powerful storm this year, has made landfall in the Philippines with a maximum sustained wind speed of 225 kilometers per hour. The State Weather Service said the typhoon hit the islands on Sunday at 4:50 local time yesterday. It is expected to hit the main island of Luzon later in the day, passing over the capital Manila. Almost 1 million people have been evacuated from their homes. And now the main points of the World News segment once again. UK Prime Minister announces 4-week England lockdown. Hungary and Poland see record corona cases. The Philippines hit by year's most powerful storm.
Development News is brought to you by...
When Aya bought a motorbike, he bought 2 helmets. So sweet of him. I'm sure the other one is for me.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikang neve.
Construction of the Kalani Right Bank water treatment plant is over at present, and the new water treatment plant will be ceremoniously opened this month following on-schedule completion despite the prevailing COVID-19 global pandemic. This will benefit more than 1.7 million people in the industrial zones and fast-growing suburbs of northern Colombo and Gampaha.
When Tati bought a new family car, it wasn't just for the 4 of us.
It's a 10-seater van. Enough for friends and relatives too.
Mummy insisted on building an extra room in our new house.
Well, you never know who'll come to stay. We need more pillows too.
When I was studying late, Nangi would come by to help.
No, I don't know physics, but I do know you need a Munchie Super Cream Cracker.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others.
When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves.
Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikang neve.
Sports News is brought to you by
Munchie Chocolate Cream Biscuit. Chocolate in every bite.
In rugby, England won the Six Nations after France beat Ireland on a thrilling final day of the delayed tournament. Eddie Jones's side had claimed a bonus point win against Italy early on Saturday, but faced a tense wait as both teams in the day's final fixture attempted to take the title. England's first title since 2017 was confirmed by France's 35-27 victory.
Hey guys, we've got our very own Queen Bear here to review something for us.
Okay, here we go. Is the right amount of crunch and OMG so much chocolate. The texture is so good. It's creamy and velvety and just so much chocolate. The packaging is super cool and new and there's like so much chocolate. And OMG, the taste, it tastes like so good and there's so much chocolate. Like with every bite. 10 out of 10 for me.
Munchie Chocolate Cream Biscuit. Chocolate in every bite.
Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. NSV Wings. Reach out the high goals.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The Kandurata survey of the SLBC will begin a live broadcast studio based on business promotion at the second floor of the Kandy City Centre from today in parallel to mark the 95th anniversary of the SLBC. This will be implemented under the advice of the chairman of the corporation, Jagat Wickramasinghe, and the Director General, Chandrapal Liyanage. The chairman of the Kandy City Centre, Thusita Vijayasinghe, will sponsor the programme. The live broadcast will commence at 9 a.m. and will end at 5 p.m.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The wait is over and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the draft for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSV Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down. Everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
The State Minister for Money and Capital Markets, Nivad Cabral, said Sri Lanka has the ability to repay foreign debt and the ratio of domestic to foreign debt is now more favourable amid downgrades and a sell-off of the island's dollar sovereign debt. Sri Lanka is justifiably proud of its immaculate debt service record without a single default. Cabral added that Sri Lanka has experienced similar challenging circumstances previously with high levels of debt.
Congratulations on your promotion. Heard you gave a treat for everyone in your department yesterday.
Yeah.
When will be our treat, huh?
Well, how about today?
Oh no, I was just joking. We'll have a party with your new salary.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And now for the weather report. The Met Department says thundershowers will occur at several places in the Uva, eastern and northern central provinces and in the Hambantota, Mullaitivu and Vavuniya districts after 2 p.m. Fairly heavy falls above 50 millimeters can be expected at some places, particularly in the Uva province and in the Trincomalee and Ampara districts. That was the weather report, and now the headlines of this news broadcast once again. State Minister Cabral says the prompt policy support by the government and the central bank enabled Sri Lanka to contain the unfavourable effects of COVID-19 to a great extent. 257 new cases of COVID-19 reported yesterday, increasing the total count to 10,663. The Prime Minister requests the Mahasangha to chant the Ratana Sutra in all the viharas in the island to invoke blessings in the face of the COVID-19 virus. Dry ration packages for families under quarantine in several districts. The Irrigation Department informs the farmers to use irrigational water sparingly. The second wave is considered to be a result of a virus strain more contagious than that detected first in Sri Lanka.